What's up, you guys? Welcome back to 2740 Solutions. Just want to do a quick video on the newest vehicle that I picked up. No, I'm not renting this vehicle out. It is one of only 209 Subaru STI S209s. If you guys are not familiar with Subaru, the top of the line Subaru is the WRX STI, and they only make them in manuals. You see this car is a manual right here. But this car that I have right now is a limited production car with only 209 made. So one of the reasons I bought it is because it's so limited production that the value should stay high, and that's one of the things that I like to do when buying cars, is buy cars that at least will maintain their value better than, say, your regular, you know, Mercedes, BMW, those depreciation missiles. Anyway, just wanted to go over a couple quick things. Got about 1,078 miles on the odometer right now. So 1,000 of those miles were break-in miles, though, which means that the car was kept in intelligent mode, which is lame mode. If you have a Subaru, you know that intelligent mode is like anti-fun mode. So it's all motor, no turbo, no boost. So had to keep it in relatively low or no boost for the first 1,000 miles to break in that Subaru Boxer motor. They're kind of finicky motors, so you want to be nice to them for the first 1,000 or so miles. So got some fresh oil in from TK Auto Works. They hooked me up. Got some 10W40 in it, which is what they recommend for all their higher horsepower builds and just for all their high tolerance engines. So we got that going. Overall, the break-in period was nice because I didn't have to focus on how the car drove power-wise. I could just focus on the handling. And let me tell you, this car is the best handling Subaru that I've ever heard of, driven, any of those. The steering rack is quicker than even the most recent STIs. I mean, there's no dead spot. You turn the steering wheel and you're immediately turning, which is a very non-Subaru characteristic. A lot of times there's a little bit of a dead spot in the steering wheel and then you start turning. So steering wise, it's on rails. It has extra bracing. It's got a strut tower brace in the front and in the rear. So in the trunk, I'll have to show you guys in another video, there's a pink brace that runs across, which is pretty funny. But you know, that's the STI cherry blossom color like you see right here. But overall, now that I am able to use you know, use the full-on sport or sport plus mode and get into that boost, I've maxed it out at the 21 PSI now that we're out of break-in. And as long as you keep it in boost, it's pretty smooth. However, so far it seems like in the low gears it's pulling timing or something, because it's just not that smooth. And I think a lot of it has to do with the tune that comes from the factory, and then maybe the other half of it has to do with the components on this, because I'll have to show you guys under the hood in another video. But STI did a great job with the induction side. The intake on here is actually a conical air intake from the factory with a silicone inlet, so it breathes well on the way in, but it has the stock downpipe, which is the pipe that runs off the turbo and down onto your exhaust. It's got a stock downpipe which has a hole that's like that big. I mean, they upgraded the turbo, but they didn't do anything with how the car breathes. Think about it, like with cars, you're either focusing on how it breathes or how it vents. So if you had to breathe through a straw and also poop through a straw, that would be pretty tough. So they fixed the whole intake side where it's not breathing through a straw anymore. It's breathing through a nice big tube and a nice big intake, but it's still, the exhaust is still choked from that turbo, and I think that's why it's spooling so, you know, kind of choppy. But maybe, hey, maybe it'll get more consistent once I get some actual miles of boost through this engine. And yeah, other than that, there's a few quirks of this car that I don't really like. For instance, I'm tall, I'm 6'3". There's this isn't like smooth right here. It goes nice stitched and then it jumps up to the console, so my knee kind of hits it. And I like to drive in an athletic position, so you know, I got to be at least kind of close to the pedals to the steering wheel, so kind of puts me in a weird spot for driving, especially when I'm wearing my boots when I'm heading to work. Other than that, not really any complaints other than the tuning issues and then the slight, you know, Subaru quirks. But I mean, the thing is on rails. You can take turns way too fast in this thing for a, you know, sedan, economy car based, you know. So I'm happy with it so far. Definitely looking to start personalizing it. We got some different color wheels on the way, if you guys know what I'm saying. So you know, stock wheels, we're just gonna change them to the right color. Gonna make the car louder so we can get that Subaru rumble going, and then we'll see what we want to do from there. But just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the car, and I will see you for the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Follow us on Instagram at 2740 Solutions. And honestly, if you guys haven't picked up your 2 free stocks yet with the stock trading app Webull, that's W-E-E-B-L-E, Webull, I don't really know what you're doing, because literally every other YouTuber that I've seen is pitching it. So if you haven't seen that and you haven't done it yet, then I would suggest you do it now before they stop the promotion. But I'll make another video on why everyone's doing Webull pretty soon. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Stay tuned to my channel and Tommy Kentner's channel for more reviews on this car and other cars that I have. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.